Hello guys, today we are hunting fallow deer and I wanted to show you where I used to hunt them. It's basically two spots to keep it simple. There are more spots on the map, but I do it on those two spots and they pretty much take up the whole drinking time of the fallow deer, which is between 9 and 1300. So the first spot is actually Flinter's diamond spot that I used to check every day. No luck so far. I've set up my tent here. I've set up my tripod here. And what I do, I call them in, switch to desktop and wait till I hear them around me. That's it. It's boring, but they do come. Now we won't do this during this video because I don't want to bore you literally to death. So that's this spot. It's here in Hirschdorf, Western Hirschdorf, slightly below the Schonfeld sign. At this lake. You can see I have multiple tents here because I tried to figure out the perfect spot, and the perfect spot is just at the edge of the field where they drink. You can see very much of their zones. You have the wind in a very okay position because it tends to blow to the east, and I just rarely spook them due to wind. Now where we are gonna hunt them today is along this river here, the eastern part of the southern river, exactly at the border between Königsberg and Hirschdorf. So you can start basically anywhere, but I found that it's better to start here at the Hirschdorf River outpost because wind. So for fallow deer you want the Solokin rifle. You want to use a medium range scope because we are going to hunt pretty much in the undergrowth. So bring either the close range scope, the Ascent, or the Hyperion. I generally use the Hyperion, but I have the Ascent with me. For the Solokin you don't have many options for ammunition. It only has one type of ammunition. Yeah, that's it. That's the stuff you use for fallow deer. Don't forget to apply scent elimination. And of course I have my trusty antler rattle. Okay, from the outpost we are going to the south until we reach the river, and then we are following the river. I would say not directly at the river, but 10-15 meters depending on the vicinity. And what we do is we look for tracks, we equip our binoculars, and we look for traps and listen for calls. Now you've seen that I've received a call, a warning call, no, I think it was a mating call from a female fallow deer, but the spot where she called was in an unfavorable wind direction, and I didn't want to pursue this call. Now fallow deer are extremely shy, as you may have noticed. So we have to be very careful. At this place you can glass this island. You can glass the other shore. Nothing. Now we got a mating call from a female fallow deer. As you have seen, I immediately stopped and went prone. This is more of a reflex. You don't have to go prone, you can also just crouch. And now I'm trying to get a good spotting position. And the first thing I do is glass the area. Nothing. So I'm working my way up to those trees. Fast crouch. Holy shit! Yeah. Enough said. That kind of took me by surprise. What should I say? That's basically what you do to hunt the fallow deer here. Get a favorable wind condition. Let's see what this is. It's a silver level 3, okay. Usually I wouldn't have taken the shot right away, but he was just in front of me, and yeah. What you want to do with fallow deer is how's the word? Watch them for a while and see if there are bigger bucks. Often the bigger bucks are hiding and don't expose themselves that fast. Okay. So we can check the tracks of those. Female, female, hey. Female, female. And when those tracks end, so I'm following the river, and when I can't see their tracks near the river anymore, that's the point where I really start to hunt again. So I'm not paying much attention at the moment. Put the gun away. So this is the hiking village. A good spot to glass the other shore. Now, spooking distance should for most of the species be around 150 meters for sound. And yeah, so you can run and glass the the surroundings. And for the fallow deer, actually, it's one of the most important parts is to be in a favorable wind condition, in a good situation for the wind. Excuse me, hiccup. And yeah, those are still the tracks from the herd when we shot the buck. So very old, yeah, it's okay. Now it's getting interesting again. Scan the area. Glassing is so important for all maps, for all species. Glassing is so important. So we got lucky earlier. What I tend to do is run around, check for new tracks, or wait for calls. Still the old tracks. It's always good to pick up tracks from female fallow deer if you just shot a buck from a herd. Ah, is this the resting zone? No, it's a roe deer, I believe. No, it's actually a fallow deer resting zone. 1300? Very odd that I get this resting zone. Very odd, because after troop hatch they should only drop zones when they are in the zones and when the zones are active. Okay. Now there's a lead zone right in front of us. We got a nice level 4 here the other day. There's something wrong. It's a level 2 rodeo buck. So even though this is a fallow deer video, when I see a rodeo buck of level 3, I'm gonna shoot him. Because I still need my diamond rodeo. Okay, drinking zone. 1 deer. And it's a male of 75 kilos. That's a roe deer. That's a roe deer. Fox call. There are the buck tracks again. You might have crossed the river. Yeah. I think you did. Yeah, he crossed the river. Oh, 89 kilo fallow deer. Very old. We can follow those tracks. Actually, I'm just gonna walk. What's really helpful especially for fallow deer, but in general for all species too, is the improvised blind skill. It's so helpful. Soft feed is also very helpful. And you kinda learn the animals. Learn their behavior. How far do they run when you spook them? For fallow deer it's about 100 meters. They don't run that far. Mating call, male fallow deer. Stand still, crouch, and now we are looking for a favorable position. Don't like those rocks. It's a very, very bad environment here. Let's give him a call. So, we got a call. We get into cover. Don't make much noise. And what I'm looking for right now is a spot where I can see further into that direction and where I have an improvised blind. Haven't seen him so far. There he is. Okay, so he was standing broad. I gave him a lung shot, and that should be a 100% integrity. Okay. Yeah. I'm gonna harvest this buck. We're gonna end this video now. That's basically it. If you know where they are, you will find them. 100%. Beautiful single shot, a single lung shot. You will find them. And as for diamonds, they are there. Just yesterday I got a level 5. It was a 949, so no diamond. But they are there. They are at the shores. Check the drinking times, check the drinking zones. So 9 to 1 near the waters. It doesn't have to be this river. There are many other waters, rivers, lakes where they can be, but I found that along this river, this part of the map is where there are lots of them. You just have to find them. We only went 1.5 kilometers. We went 1.5 kilometers and we shot 2 bucks. So hey, go for it. You can extend your walk across the whole southern part of the map, along the whole river and around this lake. Actually, this lake is, I think it was here where I found the level 5. Okay, so we're gonna end this video. I hope you will enjoy your fallow deer hunt, and see you again. Bye.